It has been a long road to get to this point. And I have Shades of Red's review already. Interesting. Highly interesting that I have an opinion this early on in the game cycle. Let's start with the bad. The bad is we have 20 weeks of this season before we get our hands on that exotic chess piece. Bad. That only will drop from master difficulty, and we do not know if it's a guaranteed drop or a percentage drop. That's the bad. Some people think the bad is we had to pay $30 for a souped up bundle with all the fixings. Negative. That is not the bad. The bad is where we had to sit around and wait for more content. That's the bad. Now that we got that out the way, let's get on into the good, because there's a whole bunch of good stuff that's going on. So let's go right into it. Modifiers. What do I think about them? They're absolutely on fire. I wouldn't mind a glass cannon type of modifier, but it's so much amp damage in these modifiers, it's not even funny. And for the first time in a long time, I want to play legendary content. Yeah, you heard me. I want to play legendary content because of one word: Strega. Strega is a talent that puts a mark on any enemy and marks up to 5, which I do believe has 30% to 35% amp damage. 30 to 35% amp damage. And you pair that with glass cannon, that's 60 something percent amp damage. And if you pair that with Fenris or anything like that, you got more amp damage. The resistance is futile with this one. As much as there are content creators right now talking about they're not going to make a build for this because it's not working as intended and things of that nature. F that. You will have a build tomorrow for this weapon. I already started putting together a build for this weapon, and I have over 60 in the mag. Yes, count it, 60 in the mag. I've already thought this already out, because everyone wants to say, well, the mag size is too low and things of that nature. Mag size can be a little bit low. That's fine. 45 in the mag is not that great. But pair that with certain brand sets or gear sets. Now we're cooking. There's always a way around something. Okay? Now that I've said my piece on that one. Modifiers. Modifiers are very strong. You got passive, active, and global. The global modifier cannot be turned off at any given time when it's active. But your active and passive modifiers will sometimes turn off. I think that's a pain in the butt that I have to constantly check to see if my modifiers are on. You can deactivate the modifiers in total, but you do need the modifiers to complete your journey quest. If you complete your journey quest, there are rewards at the end of it. So if you're like me and you like to hunt down those rewards, go ahead and hunt down those rewards. Face it, everybody, we are moving into Fortnite territory when it comes to skins, apparel, and things of that nature. Face it, it's over with. The free stuff is over. The free trial is over. So if you like the game, spend the money. It's just what it is. You're not getting anything extra. I think that my personal opinion, I still stand on this, is that they should put the raid exclusives in the store for $20 a piece and give people a random chance to get one of those random caches that has a chance to drop the Eagle Bearer, the Ravenous, or the Regulus in that cache. It's $20. You get one shot at it. If you get an Eagle Bearer, huzzah. If you get a Ravenous, huzzah. If you get a Regulus, huzzah. But you only get one shot at it. Or they could do it as $5 random exotic box with the chance of dropping a raid exclusive of 25%. Simple. There's always a way to make money, and there's always a way to make money correctly. Storyline. Let's go ahead and talk about the storyline. I got my first Descent comm of this season. Awesome, by the way. I got all the Descent comms pretty much from last season. Awesome, by the way. And I think that the story is progressing and there are going to be a lot of caveats. Is Glasses going to be one that's siding with Keener or against Keener? Are we siding with Keener? Are we against Keener? Is Sokolova really as bad as she looks? Is Keener really as bad as they say? What is really going on? It's a lot going on in that story. I like the lore. I love a good storyline. Kudos. Now, let's talk about the Strega. The Strega applies to mark, amplify damage, and things of that nature. If you are wearing a Strega and your skills kill an NPC, it also spreads that Strega stack. Is that intended? If it is, kudos to all the devs that did that. That talent will be on par with things of the likes of the capacitor and the test subject, okay? Now, which the test subject will have perfect in sync. You shoot an enemy, you get skill damage. Skill hits an enemy, you get weapon damage. Very simple, easy peasy. Capacitance. As many skill tiers as you have, you get 7.5% weapon damage. And on top of that, let's not forget, on top of that, the 7.5% weapon damage, you also can get 1% skill efficiency for stacks all the way up to 40. Okay? Now that is insane. It's powerful as heck. And it's good in PvP. The Strega amplify damage from your weapon if they're marked. And I mean, if they're marked, they're marked. And that stuff does spread. That 20 meters is also clutch. I appreciate that. This is looking to be S tier. The weapon is S tier. Right now, I'm dubbing it S tier because of the talent and the viability of the weapon. The Pestilence and Bullet King are back. Do you hear me? They're back and ready to roll. And as of right now, I can't believe all the good stuff that I can say about this season has finally made its mark on me. I have been patiently waiting, patiently wanting to see what happens, what will happen, how things will play out, and things of that nature. And I am highly happy to see what has transpired. Modifiers, I do believe, should be permanent. Permanent thing to the game where we could slot them in and slot them out. I think that is where the game is coming to, where we'll have modifiers that we can really augment our builds to be something very destructive in PvE. But in PvP, I don't think we'll ever get any modifiers. But if we do, man, I was wrong. But I don't see them doing that. Not for this game. Maybe they might feel a different way for Division 3. But for right now, this is what it is. I am Anubis Can't Be Stopped. And I approve this season of Shades of Red. Go ahead, buy the big bundle. Let's give Ubisoft the money that they need to keep producing content like this for us. Like I told you before, everyone, we are the voices. Our wallets speak volumes. Don't listen to all the naysayers about the Strega. I will have a video for the Strega coming soon. Hopefully you'll like it. I do have a Strega build that I was running on one of my lives, so if you'd like to take a look at that, you are more than welcome to. And I also was running the Pestilence. The only two guns I have not put down since the update is the Pestilence and the Strega. And sometimes, depending on the mood or how things are going, I might just also play with the Bullet King. It just really depends. Like I said, they can't shoot back if they're dead. And the Bullet King, I have an idea for that. And being that they up the damage on the Bullet King and the Pestilence, we are going to have that talk real soon. It is your boy Anubis Can't Be Stopped. I bring you the rawest videos in the raw, no fluff. There you go. Buy the bundle, fund the game. Let's keep having fun. Stay frosty out there, agents, and I promise you, will see you in the next division update. Stay frosty out there, agents.